Hello, my beautiful collective. My name is Calum. I'm an empath, a psychic, and an oracle of sorts. And I'm going to do a tarot reading for you today. Um, I'm actually very unprepared to do this right now. I kind of just pulled over in this parking lot to do this. Um, I don't fully know what this message is going to be about. The Hierophant is on the bottom of the deck as I pulled it out. I was just driving around integrating some stuff that I've been dealing with emotionally. And there were a couple messages that came through. One was like I passed this road work ahead sign, and it made me think of that Drew Gooden vine from back in the day that's like, road work ahead. Yeah, I sure hope it does. But in my mind, I read that sign and it was like, road work ahead. I know it does. So it feels like there's some kind of distinct change in mindset. And then as I was pulling into this parking lot, this Quadeca song was playing, called Begging the Witness. And specifically, the part that called out to me is the part that goes, um, begging forgiveness, begging the witness. Why? What has this come to? Begging forgiveness, begging the witness. I don't really know what that means. That might stand out to you, but it felt significant. Felt like I needed to mention it. So let's pull some cards. Let's get into it. I think we're just going to do tarot today. I don't feel like doing anything crazy. It's been a couple weeks since I've done a reading for YouTube, so we're just going to start it out simple. Sorry I've been a little... I mean, y'all, if you've been with the channel for a minute, you know that, like, I've got a lot going on in my life right now, and I haven't really had the most time to do readings, and I'm at a point right now where I'm only going to do a reading if I really feel called to. I don't want to just, like, shill out content for the sake of getting content out. That's just not how I operate. Some very nice cards coming out. Yeah, and honestly, these cards that I'm pulling feel very resonant to what I was just saying about, like, the road, knowing that the road ahead. Oh my God, exactly. We have the Seven of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups. I'll show. The Seven of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, and the Six of Swords. Like, truly, it feels like you're on this, in this place, on this path where it feels like you have some sense of assurance of, like, what the road ahead is going to look like. It feels like there's some sense of peace that you're finally able to find. The Hermit. It feels like you're finally able to, like, maybe release some inhibitions about where you want to go, what you want to do, or even just, like, getting yourself moving in general. Taking some step is better than taking no step. Exactly, the Knight of Wands. It feels like you're very ready to take on the path that lies ahead of you, the challenges that lay ahead. Not to say that there are challenges coming your way. I think there's always challenges ahead, but I think you're very prepared, and I think that you're, like, emotionally ready for that. You could have spent a long time, like, really getting accustomed to your emotions, the way you feel about yourself in the world, getting accustomed to the world that you live in, the world that you've created. And now with that comfort comes some sense of, like, mastery is kind of what I'm getting from that King of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, especially because it's on the bottom of the deck. It feels all encompassing, the sense of feeling very in control now. Like, you may have felt out of control recently or in the past, but I think that there's something that you have um, maybe come to terms with or grown out of that has allowed you to kind of step into this sense of, like, confidence and preparedness. We have the Ace of Wands. I feel like there may be an opportunity that you are going to be faced with that you're fully prepared to take on. And I think now, with everything that we've seen so far, it feels like you are in a place where you're going to see that wand and take it, and maybe not run from it if you've done that in the past. That's kind of just my personal interjection, me kind of doing some, just kind of feeling through what I'm feeling and not necessarily pulling from cards. It feels like almost breaking a pattern of maybe either avoidance or maybe imposter syndrome. And now I feel like I don't know, it's very much giving a sense of like you feel very confident in the choices that you make. And I almost feel like whoa, this card, the Chariot, I was literally shuffling in this card like, what, the sun is on the bottom of the deck. It like went like that out and was like, pick me. It feels like some very good times are being ushered your way because of this sense of mastery, because of this sense of mastery is just the only word that's coming to mind. I also saw 555 on the time. I was still talking, so I didn't mention it. But I've been seeing 555 today a couple times. I saw 333 like 2 or 3 times while I was driving around. I've also been seeing 777 a lot the last like week, and 888. So I'm getting this sense of like, it feels like a true mindset shift, moving towards a more, maybe not like positive outlook, because I don't get the sense that you've had a negative outlook, but I do get the sense that maybe times have felt burdensome. And I think now you're kind of almost in theme with the channel. It's the sense of like alchemizing the way things haven't gone in your favor and using that to motivate and almost push you to create more positive experiences or more positive outlooks on the things that are going on. Taking the cards you're dealt and running with that is kind of the vibe that I'm getting. Let's maybe tap into wow, Judgment just came out. All right, we've gotten kind of our energy check-in taken care of. The moon tonight is fucking stunning. I don't know if I can see it from here. No. Wait. Oh, very lightly through the trees I can see it. You're not going to be able to see it on the camera. I was going to try to show you. It, like, literally, I was just driving on McCarran, and, like, I was entranced by the moon. It looks stunning tonight. Today's the 1010 portal. I'm not sure if you're a believer in, like, those astrological events, those spiritual portal things, but the 1010 portal I've always seen as, like, an opportunity for great change to take place, an opportunity to step into mastery of the cycles that maybe you've been repeating for a while. That's at least what I get in my life. Yeah. All right. I don't know where to go from here. There's like a really, I don't know how to describe it. Like, there's something about this energy that feels pivotal. Like, I don't know how to describe that. Let's tap into the recent past so we can get some context for this. Because that feels necessary to move forward. The Six of Cups. There could be something that you have been like doing circles around in your mind as it pertains to the past. Strength. Some kind of experience that really challenged you to step up to the plate. I'm getting the Knight of Cups. It challenged you to be, I'm getting honest with yourself, honest with the way you feel, honest with how you express yourself. Like maybe There's some situation where you felt a certain way and expressed a different truth, I guess, or it's almost giving like withholding the truth. Um, mm, yeah, like as it pertains to how you share yourself with others, it feels like you're coming into a sense of honesty, taking back some sense of power, or maybe even not allowing people or energies or situations to persist in your life to where you have to hide that truth. Like the Seven of Wands here is really giving me this sense of like seeing the things that you have going on, the things that are running rampant through your life, the people that are continuing to be in your life that maybe are keeping you in a state of not being true to who you are or true to how you feel. Um, like it's giving people pleaser a little bit, but more, I don't think you're doing it for the sake of other people. It's more like being around people that keep you feeling small is kind of the vibe that I'm getting from that. Um, and I feel like now you're kind of just, it's just giving like being real. You're being real with yourself, being real with others. Um, yeah, I want to know more about this past energy. Temperance. Whoa, holy shit. I don't know if you saw that on the camera. This card, the Nine of Cups, just like flew out of the deck. The Nine of Wands. That's so interesting because when I pulled the Seven of Wands, my mind just went, it like, I saw the Nine of Wands in like paired with that Seven of Wands. And it very much feels like, I don't know, there's some kind of trial or, and trial is a loose term. I don't mean that like you were being tested by the universe, but more like you were faced with a situation where um, you could have continued to um, follow someone else's truth or allow um, to keep playing small, but you almost like took this as an opportunity to um, not follow the fear and more lean into um, a way of being that makes you feel powerful. And not powerful in the sense of having power over others, but having power over yourself almost. Taking agency over your sense of peace with that Nine of Cups. There was just like a really sweet smell in the air as I said that. Hmm. And that kind of feels synchronistic to that, in that it's like you chose to do the scary thing. You chose to be yourself most authentically, and it almost, there's a sweetness to that. Like following your truth really um, opened you up to the world of possibilities that lie within your truth. It almost feels like that could have opened some kind of door for you. What that door could be is most definitely different for everyone. but it does feel like that opened some kind of gateway, some chance for you to move forward and stop repeating cycles in some way, which is, it's kind of beautiful that we're talking about this during this 1010 portal. What was the gateway or portal that symbolically opened for the person watching this video? The 10 of Cups. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that just the most gorgeous message you've ever heard? Like, literally, it's like you chose to be you. It feels like for the first time in a long time. And that is like that was the first step to you really getting in alignment with your true purpose, your end goal, whatever that looks like for you, whether that's a happy family, or even just having more serenity and excitement and joy in your life. We have the High Priestess. This also seemed to be some kind of opportunity for you to learn more about yourself. It's like you almost made some kind of decision, you spoke without really thinking about it, and like really just acted on that first sense of like, this feels true, so I'm going to say it. And with that, it's almost like you surprised yourself by saying it. It's like that hidden truth came out, and it's like, actually, it feels really good to have that out there. I didn't even realize it was there. And it seems you might be learning something from that. You might have gotten some kind of inner wisdom from that. I think it gave you a chance to really, like, examine yourself in a way that you hadn't been looking at yourself previously. Where did that card go? Where did that card just go? What the hell? What the helly? Where did it go? That card just disappeared. And you know, honestly, this feels like, with me searching for this card right now, it's like you were looking for some kind of answer for a long time. And honestly, we're just gonna forget about it. That card will show its face when we're meant to see it, and that might not even be today. But that feels pertinent to it. It's like there was some kind of hidden truth that you were searching for. So, like, I'm hearing fervently, or like without end. Like you were just like on this constant, never-ending search for some kind of answer, some kind of key, some kind of way to make things make sense. And then you kind of just acted on it, and by acting on that, the answer came to you. Let's get one more card, since the other one just kind of just disappeared on us. I'm hearing it's a surprise tool that will help us later. We have Justice. And I feel like this is justice for you. It could be justice for someone that you were connecting with, or I'm getting the sense of like justice for who you used to be, justice for how you used to be treated. It's almost like you chose to show up for yourself in a way that you haven't before, or maybe that you have, but not in a consistent way. And now you're almost stepping into this. It's like you chose to put yourself first for the sake of yourself, and not really letting anyone take precedent over you, is the vibe that I'm getting. I really do want to find this card, because I would much rather not be missing a card from my deck. That would be kind of annoying. I feel like it probably fell behind my seat or something. Did it fall back here? No. Damn. That's tough. That is tough. Oh well. There's a zip tie. What the fuck? It was a broken zip tie. It almost feels like you broke some kind of chain, some kind of shackle that was holding you back for a long time. Very beautiful stuff. Very beautiful stuff. So let's kind of look forward a little bit. Oh my gosh, that's gonna drive me crazy. I'll look for it when I get home, when I'm actually able to like use a flashlight. Okay, let's look at the impact. Let's look at what exactly this door opened up for you now and moving forward. And when I say moving forward, I'm not saying like anything predictive, like I don't know. I don't love to be like, this is going to happen in the future, because the future is a very fluid thing. The moment that we have awareness of what could happen in the future, I tend to think that timeline will shift, because things never work out how you expect them to. And if you are expecting something to happen, things tend to work out in a different way to keep you on your toes. You know, with Temperance having come out in that last spread, and me kind of just taking a moment to breathe now, I feel like that's kind of the impact that this choice had. I think this is now, it's opened the door for you to find more peace in where you are, and more peace in the fact that things are going to work out. Again, going back to that message from the beginning, like, I know the road will work ahead. It'll work out however. It's 2:22 on the timer. And that's a beautiful confirmation of the message. Like, you're exactly where you need to be, and things are going exactly as they are meant to. And it's almost like there's no need to think about how things are going to progress or move forward, because it's all just going to work out exactly as it's meant to, and it's going to be okay. And you can just take a moment to breathe, to sit still, to stop chasing, to end that search for that answer. Because that answer is truly within you. And it's almost like taking the time to just breathe, to sit still within yourself is what's going to keep you walking through that door, to keep opening that door for you. I'm seeing the Two of Wands in my third eye. And you know, I'm getting this very strong sense that like really I'm really trying to drive that point home, that the answer is within you, because I don't even feel called to pull any cards at the moment. Because I think that as you sit still, it's almost like by closing your eyes, trusting that the process is going to unfold, is what reveals the path ahead of you. And I know I'm kind of repeating that message from before, but I just want to drive that point home, because right now I'm just kind of feeling into my intuition, tapping into the inner guidance. I think you need to have some faith in yourself, faith in the process, faith in any spirit guides that are walking you along this path. Because I'm getting the sense that if you are actively searching for a way out, um, it's almost like this energetic, I'm hearing call sign that you don't trust the process. And it's almost by by searching for an answer, searching for a sign of where to go next, it's almost like this way of telling the universe, I don't trust your process. I don't trust that everything is going to work out. So, like, the advice that I'm getting is that you might need to challenge yourself to sit still with maybe the discomfort of not knowing what's going to happen or not knowing exactly what to do. And have faith. Have faith in yourself, have faith in the universe, have faith in your plan, your purpose. Because that faith is what is going to open you up. And this might feel a little like long-winded, and like these moments might be filled with a little silence, but have some patience with me, because if you're new to the channel, this is kind of how I like to operate. We go with the flow of the reading, and we don't try to force any messages. And the same should go for you as you walk forward through your life. You can't force the path to unfold. You have to just allow it. I didn't even see what that word was. Into merit? The only word that I saw in the definition was pure. I have a vocabulary app. I do feel like there is some kind of test on the way. And again, I don't mean test in the way of something that is like pass or fail. It's more like something that I talk about on the channel sometimes is, it's kind of like the universe's way of being like, show me what you've learned. It feels like whatever this thing was in your recent past that you like really trusted yourself on, it feels like something might come up again in the near future that is going to test you in a similar way, or maybe different way, all interconnected. But I think that there's something that is going to basically act as this I'm hearing point of integration, like this chance to almost build some trust within yourself, where like I'm hearing there is no right answer. The only right answer is where like your heart is guiding you. Like I'm hearing things are going to get weird. But it's really important that you like take the time right now in this moment that you're in to sit still and get comfortable in that feeling of just like feeling where your heart is guiding you, because that is going to be your, it's almost like your, like map, I guess. Map isn't really the word I'm looking for. Like I'm hearing cheat sheet. Your cheat sheet is your intuition. And as you navigate whatever the situation is that's coming forward, the only way that you're going to know how to navigate it is by listening to your inner guidance. I don't think that this is calling me back to how we saw the Hierophant at the beginning of the reading. And actually, I'm going to read the Hierophant for you because there's a message in the... Yeah. Ask for advice from those who know more than you. Surround yourself with the good and the wise, and turn to spiritual guides whose aim is not to manipulate you. Returning from journeys of this type, an important test awaits you, being a wise and strong guide yourself for those who really need that guidance. This is the road that leads from the human to the divine. This is the part that especially was calling out to me. The treasure. Did you find the triple cross, or was it in the universal forces that put it in your pathway? Its 3 levels represent the physical, mental, and divine planes. You need to rule all 3 of them, establishing a bridge between the high and the low. If you fail to do this, the imbalance will probably cause you harm. So we need to find that balance. We need to really tap into that energy of temperance. It seems like this test may even be some way where instead of the challenge being faced to you, it's being faced to someone around you. And now it's your goal, it's your responsibility to help guide them on that proper path, to trust their intuition, maybe. It could be different for everyone. But the only way to be a proper guide is to know how to navigate your own world. You have to help yourself before you can help others. So take this time to help yourself. Really get in tune with what your heart is calling you towards. I'm hearing like, listen to the things that you have an impulse to do, and listen into your body and to your soul on whether following that impulse is going to guide you into higher alignment with yourself or keep you in a state of stagnancy. I just got a notification that says you are exactly who you think you are. I don't know if there's anything more we need to talk about here. I don't really feel called to pull any more cards. So we're just going to leave it there. I hope this was able to provide you some confirmation or clarity on what you already intuitively know. If you want to book a personal reading with me, you can do so by reaching out on Instagram at Full Mental Alchemy with an underscore before and after on Instagram. I don't know if I said that before. Yeah, trust yourself. I think you're a lot more wise than you even know. And you might already know that you're wise, but I think this is the universe's way of saying you're even more wise than that. Whatever you think you are, double it, is kind of what I'm getting. Yeah, I hope you have a wonderful moment in time. Thank you for joining me in this moment in time. Yeah, my name is Calum, and I'll see you in the next reading. Thank you for joining me. Bye-bye.